I don't know,
I
sir.
greet you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Ivis. I greet you. God bless you greatly. And my fellow commenters, first of all, Mommy Diaspora, I greet you. My God bless you abundantly. And all the commenters and callers, I greet you all. God bless you all greatly. You're welcome. You see, I just want to say this today. I think I tried to kind of go back to the broadcast so that I can be up to date. So I heard Mr. Elvis saying that nobody is talking, that in Nigeria now people are afraid to talk. Politicians are afraid to talk, except Omoyele Sowore. You know, I just listened to that interview just like 2 3 minutes. Omoyele Sowore is same old, same old. You are not going to hear anything new from him. You are not going to hear anything different from him. As far as his position is consistent, you won't hear anything different. If Omoyele Sowore, gave an interview, you are not going to miss anything. That's for sure. You are not going to miss anything. Nothing new is going. Nothing specifically new will come out from it. He has his lines. He's going to repeat them over and over and over again. But the area where I want to touch on is the fact that Omoyele Sowore is the only one that is speaking the truth. Yes, because Omoyele Sowore is not a threat to the system. Omoyele Sowore is not a threat to Tinubu. Let's just put it straight the way it is. It's not a threat to APC. It's not a threat to Mr. Tinubu. So he can say all he likes. They will just like, you can say all he likes. Nobody will come after him, technically speaking. All those ones they are doing in court with him is just DSS trying to be the good servants. What they have not sent them is what they are doing. That's why all those cases, we hold no water. At the end of the day, almost all of them, if not all of them, will be thrown out. It's just a way to gag him. But in terms of him, like going after him, like holding him on the jugular and making sure that they get rid of him, Omoyele Sowore is not a threat. You can't compare Omoyele Sowore's, to Peter Obi. So he can be speaking. There are things that Omoyele Sowore can say off, right? And nothing will happen to him. But Peter Obi say 1 inch, not even 1 piece, 1 inch of that, all hair will break loose. What El-Rufai said last week, that he was wiretapping the national security. If Omoyele Sowore have said worse than that, if Omoyele Sowore said that, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Right? So for me, I don't see him as a threat, and that's a fact. It's not a threat to the political status quo that we have right now. It's not. So he can say all he likes, there. Nigerians are the real threat to the system. The real threat to the corrupt system that we have in Nigeria today are the Nigerian people. Unfortunately, the Nigerian people have decided to stay inside. They have decided to remain silent. They are the only threat to the system is the Nigerian people. If you don't believe that, listen to what Akpabio said yesterday or the other day when Tinubu signed this criminal crooked electoral act. Just listen to what Akpabio said when he came out from the villa, from Aso Rock Villa, that the press were waiting outside. He said that all the protests are they are noisemakers. The CSO, all the civil society organizations, they are noisemakers. They don't see them as the Nigerian people. So they are not what they see. So that's why they did not listen. They will not. No, in fact, they don't give a damn. If 30 of Omoyele Sowore and his like, they come out, they don't care. It is still 30 individuals. If 20 of Peter Obi comes out, it is still 20 individuals. They will not give a damn. They will see it as politics. They see it as a game. They see it as a chess game that they are playing. That you want to get rid of us. That you are being mischievous. The reverse psychology. You are being mischievous. You are just saying what is not true because you want to be in power, just as we are in power right now. Because it's not, they don't see it as the Nigerian people. The only threat, the only language they understand, the only people they will listen to are the Nigerian people, the people of Nigeria. Until that happens, we aren't going anywhere in Nigeria. They don't see any protest as anything. They just see it as some individuals who use their clout, who use their network, who use their political connection, who use their position in society to gather some few hundreds of people together. That's what they see. They believe they can do the same. Wike can do the same. Wike can conveniently, at the flip of his fingers, Wike can bring out 200 people on Abuja street within 1 hour. Wike can do it. Many of those politicians, they know that they can do it. So what they are saying is that it's just one individual or 2 or 3 individuals who just use their network that they have to bring some scanty group of people, 100 or 200, maximum 300 people to the street. They don't see it as Nigerians. So it's not a threat to them. That's what I have seen. The day Tinubu signed it, because the audacity for the president to go ahead and sign that shows completely their state of mind. It shows completely their mind to Nigerians. You can see their minds. It's very, very clear. There's no threats. They don't see any threat at all. Because if there were threats, the president, even if they transmit that document to him, he will not sign it as today as we're speaking. Because the fear, at least that fear, if you want to call it, that's understanding that what will happen if I go ahead and sign this thing, that one will still be there on his mind. So he won't just go. So you can see the way they cooked it up. And he signed it right away. So nobody is they don't see. The only threat are the Nigerian people. Until the day we can do all we like, these guys don't see anything. They will continue to do what they are doing. In fact, they will expand on it. They will triple and quadruple down on it. They believe they are not even doing enough as we speak. But not until the day that 1 million Nigerians will be on the street. That is the threat. 2 million Nigerians will be on the street without Peter Obi there, without Atiku there, without any of the civil society organization. They are not at the forefront of it. They are just seeing Nigerians. That is the threat that will make. In fact, if that had happened last week, I'm telling you, perhaps Tinubu will not be in Nigeria today. Half of those parliamentarians, those crooked APC people, I'm telling you, half of them will not be in Nigeria today. They will have jetted out. Yes. These are just the facts. These are the facts confronting us in Nigeria. And until that happens, until Nigerians decide to come out themselves in their numbers, not just only in Abuja. As a matter of fact, hear this, as a matter of fact, the street of Abuja can be clean. No, people don't have to even go to Abuja. I'm telling you this. If the capital city of the state, if people hit the streets in Lagos, in Benin City, in Port Harcourt, in Kano, in Zaria, in Enugu, in Onitsha, in Warri, they don't need to tell them. All of them, in fact, all of them will jet out of Abuja. Leave Abuja alone. Just leave Abuja alone. Leave it alone. What's the population? What's the population of Abuja? Abuja, the people living there, technically, it's not up to 2 million people. Oh, yes, Abuja is not up to 2 million people. Forget about the come and go. Majority is just come and go. The real residents living in that city, they are not up to 2 million. Before you know it, Nigeria said they are organizing protests and everybody will be rushing. Leave Abuja alone. Leave them there. Where you need to mobilize our cities. At least a good example is the riot in Lagos, the toll gate riot in October 2020. The SARS riot, the SARS protest. It took place predominantly in Lagos. And they are restless in Abuja. They are restless in Abuja. Do you know all this guerrilla war? When you talk of guerrilla war, when you talk of civil war, no civil war has ever started from the capital city. No civil unrest has ever started from the capital city. Sometimes it starts as far as 2,000 kilometers away from the capital cities, historically, all across the world. And little by little, they will be gaining grounds. And little by little, they will be moving. In some cases, they don't even get to the capital before the government give up. So, I think this is what we need to do in Nigeria going forward. The only threat are the Nigerian people. It's not Omoyele Sowore. It's not Mr. Peter Obi. It's not Atiku. Because it's like we're just shooting the bullet in the wrong places. It's no. People will say Obi should come out. You don't need Peter Obi to come out. You don't need Atiku to come out. You don't need Rotimi Amechi to come out. You don't need Omoyele Sowore to come out. If you still don't believe what I'm saying, take the last two protests that led to the downfall or that led to the overthrow of government just in the last 16 months, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Which of their leaders, or you will tell me that they don't have people like Sowore in Sri Lanka, they don't have voices, top big voices in Sri Lanka. Which of them did you see on the streets when the protest started? I never heard any name, any prominent name, not zero. No prominent name that you can attach to. No, it was the people. The people came out. And that's what the government dread most. That's what, by the time they are seeing people in their hundreds of thousands.
Oga Jonathan.
Yes.
10 seconds. Like what you are saying now.
Yeah.
The Nigerian reactor said, even their topmost, what they call it, YouTuber were saying, the people that want to become the president, let them come out. There's no way that will become. You see, when I hear people saying that, I laugh. Say, these people don't really understand what they are facing. They don't even know the power they have, talk less of whether they want to speak to the government.
Yes, no. They don't know. Leave, in Nigeria, we say it a lot. People have said it a lot that Obi should come out and lead the protests and all. They will be mentioned the names of these people to come out and that's not it. They can do their work. And that's what, as I've said earlier, that's exactly what the politicians, that's what they are seeing. They are seeing it. That's what Mr. Tinubu is seeing. Make no mistake about it. He has a big TV inside the Aso Rock. They are watching everything that is happening on the street. They will just be drinking coffee and tea and be drinking. They will just be popping. I mean, refilling their glass. Those of them that take alcohol will just be refilling their glass of whiskey and brandy there in Aso Rock and watching the protests on the street. Yes, they will just be laughing. Because all these ones will never cut it. It's not going to happen. They can just send in two Hilux vehicle of Nigerian police with about maybe 10 of them. They will disperse everybody there. That's not anything. They will disperse just 20 police officers, well armed, with 10 in each Hilux van. Send them there. They will disperse the 200 or the 300 people before you know what is happening. So they are just laughing. That's why Mr. Tinubu, as I said, has the audacity to the total disregard. They don't see it as Nigerians. They believe they are in the majority. Yes, they believe they are in the majority. That's why this thing is working for them. So going forward, protests that will not involve hundreds of thousands of Nigerians, I will say it up front, should be disregarded. Should be totally disregarded. If you want to picket for businesses or agencies or ministries that are protesting for better salaries, a particular, that's fine. That's okay. If workers are protesting for better salary, say a particular ministry or agencies, and then they are picketing the roads and they are carrying signboard, you want to join, you can be 100. In fact, you can be 10. You can only be 10 because the primary purpose of that is that you want to send out your message and they've heard you. But when we talk of national issue, it's not, we're not talking of 100, 200, 300 people. And they know. Fabio himself knows that. What are these people doing? As I sit down here, I can mobilize 500 people on the street. It doesn't cost Fabio anything. Start naming them one by one, all the Nigerian politicians. Each of them can mobilize. That is why when they want to do their fake rally, that's what they do. It's like contribution. You know that if we need $50,000 now on this platform now, we can get it in a matter of minutes or hours because it's not coming from one person. Everybody will chip in. The $500 will chip in. The 100 will chip in. The 50 will chip in. The 20 will chip in. The 1,000 will chip in. Before you close your eyes and open it, 50,000 is on the table. That's how the church is. That's what they do. They collect it. Even they will get the 5 naira. The poorest of the poorest, they will get his 5 naira. You will drop it. So when you bring that into politics, they will just sit down. We need 50,000 people to be here. Akpabio, please give us 500. Honorable this, please give us your own 300. Honorable that, please mobilize your own 300. That's what they do. That's what they do. So when they now do that, they will now mobilize themselves together. You will now see crowd. You will now see crowd. That's what they do. But we Nigerians, we cannot do that. That's the area where we are failing. And we are failing, and I will use the word of Donald Trump, bigly. We are failing bigly in this regard. Seriously, we are failing because they never come together. Omoyele cannot bring his own people. All the CSO bring their own people. VDM will refuse to be part of it. He won't bring his own people. Then we are going nowhere. So, bottom line, my message, what I'm just saying, my monologue, what I'm just saying is just the fact that the Nigerian politicians are not seeing any threats. They are not being confronted by the Nigerian people. They see it as being confronted by individuals who are doing it for their own selfish interests, for their own selfish purposes, not the entirety of the Nigerian people.
Mr. Jonathan.
That's it. I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very
much. Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.